Solomon Phoenix here in West London. This is part 2, and welcome you guys for another edition of Fail Win. This is part 2 of a series that we've started together, which is called The Law of Attraction. Your wish is your command. Okay. Yesterday we were kind of reflecting on the thought process and how thoughts, feelings and emotions are released into the atmosphere by every individual human being on earth. A corresponding frequency correlates with what we are putting out and comes back to us. This is called the law of attraction. Now, the reason that this is a very important concept to understand is because if you are successful, it's because you're using the law of attraction. Whether you know it, whether you don't know it, you are using the law of attraction. Every successful person on planet Earth that has made millions, if not billions, okay, have always known the secrets that they don't want you to know about. And what is the secret? Your wish is your command. Your wish is your command. And this is such a big subject, so I'm not even going to attempt to cover everything right now because I couldn't. And this is just a fun, this is a snapshot, okay, of the surface. We're just digging at the surface, okay. I'm just want to kind of give you guys an overview of the law of attraction, okay. There's so many people using the law of attraction right now that you know about, okay, in their everyday lives, and you look at them and you say, how is that person so successful? What is he doing to make him so successful? Well, look, let's just hold that thought for 1 second, and let me ask you a question, you guys. Who do you listen to? Who are you listening to? Let me tell you a story. I think it was about 8 weeks ago, I got a phone call from an acquaintance of mine. And he was kind of ranting, he was on my list and he was kind of ranting and raving. Oh my God, I'm getting emails and all this kind of stuff. And, network marketing, it's all a scam, and home businesses, they're all scams, and if you really want to get ahead in this life, then you have to work and you have to work hard and all this kind of stuff, right? Now, here's the thing. This gentleman, okay, is a little bit ignorant, because many people like us, when they don't know, they just don't know. So it's ignorance by default, okay? But he went into this whole yahoo about, this is not going to work, what you're trying to achieve, blah, 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 blah. And I turned around and I said to him, I would say, let me ask you a question. How much money are you making a year? And, he was like, I'm making about 35,000, 40,000 pounds a year. Okay, cool. Okay. And, and I said to him, my mentors are making like $500,000 a month. Okay? $1 million a month, $500,000 a month, 100,000 a month, okay? A month, not a year, a month. So the question is, am I going to listen to you, right, who's only making 35, 40k a year, or am I going to listen to somebody that's making the type of money that I want to be making? So the point I'm trying to make here is, the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is who do you listen to? Because whoever you listen to, whoever has influence over your life, okay, they better be the right source. They want to be making the type of money that you want to be making, okay? One thing that I've learned, and I'm really telling this from my heart, guys, okay? Whether you're in an online business, whether you have started a business offline or even online, okay, whatever you're doing right now, okay, there has always been a period where we have gone into a slum. not a depression, but a slum, where we start to question our own motives. Have we made the right decision? Because when we don't see the money coming in, and you've got a wife and a kid, and they're looking at you, she's looking at you, your child is looking at you, and you're looking at everybody else, you start to question yourself, okay? Well, here's the thing, guys. Every single person has gone through that, okay? But I want to give you guys a heads up here. When you seem to be going through that type of situation, let me show you a view of where I'm at the moment. I'm actually in a heath here, so I just want to kind of show you guys. I can't even do that. Okay, I can't even do that. But I wanted to kind of show you guys where I'm at the moment. So it's a beautiful little heath here, very, very quiet. Although when I've been here, there's been people walking and whatnot. Who do you listen to is extremely important. Listen, guys, when you're feeling low, when you're feeling depressed, when you don't know where the money's going to come from, and you've been working your arse off for a dream, don't give up, guys. Stay consistent, stay true, okay? What I have found is that what you guys need to be doing, you guys need to be making sure that you are saturating your mind with good stuff. Saturating your mind with good books. Let me throw a good few books that I've been reading recently. Psycho-Cybernetics. The author is called Maxwell Maltz, and simply he is an author, and he deals with the mental mind and how the mind perceives itself. Let me throw another good book at you. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And if you don't know who Napoleon Hill was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie at the turn of the century. Andrew Carnegie in the 20th century was the richest man on earth. He owned US Steel, and he employed Napoleon Hill to write a manuscript, okay, which was able to look at the reasons and the whys of why so many wealthy people were successful, what allowed them to make their wealth. And so a manuscript was brought out. It was called the 18 Laws of Success, and then a re-edition 12 months later came out called Think and Grow Rich. Okay, let me give you another book. Okay, now this book, it's by Ron L. Hubbard. It's called Dianetics. Okay, and if you don't know who Ron L. Hubbard is, he was the founder of Scientology. Now, I don't want you Christian people to go off on one. I don't want you Muslim and Jewish guys to say, this is blasphemy. But, this book is a very good book, Dianetics. Why? Is because it will simply allow you to understand the human mind. You're able to understand the human mind and the way that the human mind works, okay? So, for example, okay, in this book, Hubbard talks about how people that have been traumatized from a young age for whatever reason, okay, and he gives a very good example. He was like, if you as a child, if you had a boiled egg and you were allergic to that particular boiled egg, that you would never go back to eating a boiled egg before, okay? Because your mind has already been traumatized and it won't allow you to forget. And these memories are called engrams, okay? These memories are called engrams that are embedded in the neural pathways of your mind, okay? Now, here's the thing, right? Those memories will never let you go past the point because it remembers its stored memory. This stored memory is called engrams in your mind, and it will simply go back to the place where you were first traumatized from that particular situation, okay? Right, so what am I trying to say here? I'm simply trying to say that you need to be reading books and listening to audios on a daily basis, okay, that will lift your spirits out of that rut that you are mentally in because you're not producing, okay? Lift your mind out of that rut, Listen, at the end of the day, if you don't like heights, and if you're traumatized by heights, when you was a kid, the chances are that you don't like heights as an adult, okay? But it's all in your mind. It's not real. It's in your mind, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that thought, and tune in for another edition of Fail Fail Win. Take care of yourself and each other.